Crunkster.
And today is episode 140 of the OG podcast. I didn't know whether to go to 140 or to do 139 again, because we really didn't do 139. In fact, I didn't even upload it because it really wasn't much of an episode. For those that don't know, OG's internet went out, so we had to stop it early. So that was interesting.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it happens, but hopefully we're good again.
Yep. Gotta love Spectrum. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but ironically though, somebody was actually listening to the podcast when we were talking about the Twitch thing, and they are a good they're a good friend. They have a friend over at Twitch, and they basically wrote what I was talking about as a proposal, and is actually getting looked at. So,
interesting.
Interesting.
And it goes to show you never know who's listening.
Yeah, and they're actually going to be using my video, or the video of the podcast for the reference of what I was talking about. So it's not missed out of miscontext. So that's pretty awesome.
Nice.
It's pretty dope. I was like kind of shocked. I was like, wait, people were listening to. I mean, I know people listen, but we were having a lot of technical difficulties, so I didn't know if people were actually able to keep up. Which is really cool though. Yeah. So I still didn't upload it to the podcast actual site, just because it was like only like, I think it was like only like 20. It's probably the shortest podcast episode we've ever done in podcast history for our podcast anyway. But anyway, how's your week?
It's been pretty good. I've been really grinding Last Claudia. That mobile RPG is just really good. It's always coming up with different content, and the grind is real. But I'm loving it.
Nice. My week has been interesting, to say the least. I think I've been banned on Facebook Gaming.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why.
You messed it up already.
I don't even know what I did. So for those that don't know, this is what I was doing. A lot of my friends and family members that don't have Twitch, they've been wanting to. They support me a lot on Facebook. What I mean by support, I don't mean like throw money at the screen. It's funny though, when people say support, they think money, but what I mean is like whenever I'm posting something live on Twitch or whatever, they're always liking and sharing. But they're not able to really like grasp or understand Twitch. Just because it's another site, it's another thing they have to get used to, and all that. So they're like, they said, man, you should stream on Facebook sometime. We would love to be a part. And I was like, well, I don't see the harm. You know what I mean? Like, what's the worst that can happen, right? You know what I mean? If I do it on a weekend and don't do it on my normal schedule, I mean, it is what it is. So I went to go stream on Facebook. I tested out the stream first and foremost during the week. In fact, the Wednesday that we had to stop early is when I went to test everything out. Okay, everything was good. You're only supposed to stream in 720p. I was able to stream in 900p. Everything was good. I had the alerts fixed. I had everything going. Everything was good. And then I was like, okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be cool. See how this is going to happen. See how this is going to work. And then Saturday comes along, and all of a sudden my go live button is taken away. I can't go live. Which is very weird. No explanation, no nothing. I look at my account. My account says I'm in good standing. So yeah, I don't know. I literally tried for like 2 hours, to the point where I got so frustrated that I just went live on YouTube. And
nice.
And that was even more frustrating because I did amazing. Okay. So here's like the biggest downfall. And this is cool because like I've recently tried all 4 platforms, all 4 major platforms. I've tried Mixer. I've tried I stay on Twitch. I've tried Facebook gaming and I've recently been on YouTube. The biggest drawback to YouTube that I've learned, right? Okay, because I can anything that I do on Twitch, I can go back and I can clip it or I can download it, right? And then make it into my own content for YouTube or whatever. Well, on YouTube, guess what? I can't do that. I am not allowed. Even though people say, well, you do it this way, you do it that way, blah, 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 blah. I tried. YouTube will not let me download my stream. So I can chop it up and make it into other content. I've tried third-party apps. I've done everything. I went 45 and 12. For those that don't know what that means, I have 45 kills and 12 deaths. Right? I wanted to save that, download that, make it into a separate YouTube video, or take certain clips of it and put it like on Instagram and stuff like that because it's good content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to do that, and I was frustrated. I was like, well, that really sucks. So, yeah. And then, getting, I don't know, banned on Facebook, whatever. My wife wants me to try again. She said, no, you need to try again. You need to try again this Saturday. So, I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to listen to my wife. And I'm going to try again to stream on Facebook this Saturday. I don't know. The problem I have with that is, though, it's like I don't even know where to begin to even fix the problem. I have no idea, because I don't even know what happened. To be honest,
right?
It's different if I knew what happened and then I could like ask somebody or ask support. Hey, what's going on? I did this and I lost my go live button, but I don't even know what I did to trigger that. So it's kind of crazy. And then what else happened to me this week? I had to attend a funeral. This week, one of me and my wife's closest friends, they lost their sister, and so we had to attend a funeral. Well, services yesterday and the day before. That's for, if y'all don't know, if you guys listen to the podcast and you're like, wait, you weren't streaming Tuesday. That's why I was not. I was attending a funeral, which was it was actually a really nice funeral for once. A lot of times funerals are very say the least down and stuff, but it was a very beautiful service. We had a really good time. The only downside to the whole Yo, thank you for that host. I don't know why I'm doubled up. The only downside to everything is that I was like, it was really, really cold. For those that don't know, it's been really, really cold, more cold than normal than it has been in Texas, at least this time of year. It's not even winter yet, and we're already below freezing temperatures. My hip is not happy, OG, at all. So
I believe it.
I've been in a lot of pain lately. But I mean, it is what it is. But other than that, I mean, just been playing a lot of Call of Duty. Level 100 as of today, I'm level 151, and I found out that the max levels are 155. And then I also found out that they are resetting the levels back to 55 in December, and then you have to do the grind all the way over again. Why, I don't know. So, interesting to say the least. Maybe they'll have something special. I don't know. But I've been enjoying a lot of COD lately, so been playing a lot of COD.
That's a good thing.
Yes. Other than that, man, that's just been pretty much my week.
I have to say, as far as the YouTube thing, like, it's kind of sad that the platform where you can do the most editing is the one platform that you can't edit when you're streaming. I
Yeah.
think that's the only caveat to YouTube. Well, not caveat, but it's the only downside is that it basically your streaming proves that YouTube's not meant for streaming. It's just used for editing content and posting it.
Yeah.
Because what a lot of people that I've seen do is that they'll actually go live on other platforms and then make a video and post it on YouTube. And that's typically the best way to go. You can't do both on YouTube, but YouTube just does not allow it.
Yeah,
So,
and that's normally what I do. You know, whatever, you know, if it's along on a video, then that's what I do. And I was like, well, dang, I was like, I've never played this well, and I was like, it's already here on YouTube, but ain't nobody gonna watch 3 hours of foutage to see the play. You know, because I didn't play all that well for 3 hours. I wish I wouldn't be poor. You know, I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, well, okay, so I'm gonna download it, and then the download button was grayed out. I wasn't allowed to download it, and then when I was trying to nav it off of the other ways to download videos off YouTube, because there are ways to download videos off YouTube. It said, sorry, we are not allowed to download this content for you. And I'm like, what do you mean? This is me. And I'm like, oh my, I was so frustrated, dude. I was like, Courage, this is where you at, bro? Courage, this where you at, man? Like, I don't know.
There's a good reason for that. Because it's not like he's just going to be live and editing. He's doing certain things live and then certain things he's going to edit. He has it planned out, so that's a little bit different. Yeah.
Definitely. I'm just throwing jabs, but he also what he does too. And I don't have a computer like this. I mean, I watch his streams, and so he's very I won't say fully transparent, but he kind of talks about his technique. And what he does is, while he's streaming, he's also recording. So he's recording and streaming at the same time. So basically, like, which is a lot on a regular, you know, for a PC like me, and like I can't do that. So basically, while he's streaming, he has a copy of his stream, and then so after he's done, he takes the copy of the stream that he recorded, and then he makes it into YouTube, like highlight YouTube videos, which is smart. If I had a PC like that, you know what I'm saying, I would do the same thing. But he uses 2 PCs. He streams with 2 PCs, which is crazy. He has a game.
One's to be live and one's to do the recording. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a pretty beast setup, actually.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's possible. You know, it's just a lot of work. You know,
a lot of equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're getting paid, probably like the way he is, I mean.
Oh yeah, you can afford it.
You can afford it, and you're gonna do that. You know what I mean? But he said that he also said too that he's gonna be helping, like remake the platform, like make the platform more better for YouTube. And that they're in the process of overhauling a lot of things on YouTube, which might be a good thing. It might be a bad thing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Cause there's a lot of little things like that I didn't notice, like that with YouTube. Like apparently, like if you are from another country, like say for instance, like you know how they have supporters on YouTube, right? Like those are like the financial subscribers, kind of like on Twitch. Apparently, if I'm in America and a viewer's in Australia, they cannot be a financial supporter. It has to be all in the same country, which is really crazy because, believe it or not, like that's where, you know, on Twitch, that's where I get a lot of my support, like subs from like other countries. So it's really crazy that that they're kind of region locked. It's interesting. Yeah. It's interesting from something like YouTube. And I'm not, when I'm talking about this, I'm not downing a platform, right? I'm just being informative because you never know. People might, Courage jumped to YouTube. It's time to jump to YouTube. Oh, Shroud jumped to Mixer. Let's jump to Mixer. oh, so and so jumped to Facebook, which I haven't seen happen yet. Let's go to Facebook. Yeah, and I'm not saying that these platforms are bad, but you got to give them time, because now that they're getting a lot more attention than normal, they're going to be going through some changes. So they may not be the it factor right now, but they may be the it factor a couple of years down the road. You know what I mean? So it was just interesting to me about like the struggle that I had to bounce around platforms just to try things. I was literally trying different platforms to make it easier for the viewers that want to watch me, that can't watch me on Twitch, and I had more trouble with YouTube and Facebook. And I was just like, oh my Jesus. Now I understand.
Hey, at least you got to go live.
Yeah, at least I didn't get banned from Facebook. Oh, and a beautiful thing also, I didn't get no copyright strike and on Facebook. Which, remember, when we first started the podcast, and I was talking about why I was leaving from streaming from YouTube, was because I'd get copyright strike just for playing the game intro music. I didn't get copyright strike, so hey, that's a plus. I was thinking to myself, like, man, I'm probably gonna get like 7 strikes. Nope, I'm good. So that's a plus. The algorithm's working better, I guess. I don't know. So yeah. So I mean, I had an interesting time. I will be trying Facebook again this Saturday, because I wasn't going to. I really wasn't going to. And my wife says, "No, you're gonna do it," and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." I'm not gonna. When my wife tells me to do something like that, I'm not gonna tell her no. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
definitely. But why don't you go ahead and drop us into your knowledgeable agenda, sir?
Before I get into my agenda, I'm gonna kind of bounce off of what you were saying about people going from one platform to another. Inside Gaming did a pretty good deep dive on the effects of some of the big people that have been moving around, and they actually mentioned people like Ninja, Courage, and all of them. And what's interesting is that even though Ninja moved, his numbers have actually gotten worse.
Yeah.
And basically the reason for that is the average viewer will stick to one platform that they're used to, and that's it. If someone that's their favorite moves on, they're not always going to move with you. More than likely, they're going to stay on that platform and just find somebody else.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens. Now, you will get a few people that are super low that'll follow you, but the majority, nah. As a matter of fact, Ninja's numbers have actually tanked since then. Now, he's not losing money, because obviously he signed a pretty big deal to move.
Yeah.
But, Twitch hasn't actually lost anything. As a matter of fact, Mixer, since having Ninja move over, has gotten a little bit worse.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it's Ninja's fault. Like, I want to make sure we have context here. It's just the overall numbers are showing that just because Ninja moved doesn't mean that the numbers are getting better. As a matter of fact, despite Ninja leaving Twitch, Twitch's numbers has gotten much better since Ninja's left.
Yeah.
Just because Twitch is the more, the better streaming live platform. So it's going to be better no matter who's there or not.
Yeah.
It's a better platform in general for those kind of videos. Now, the difference is when Courage left. Now, when Courage moved to YouTube, now his numbers are not going to be like super high compared to Twitch, but the difference is that Courage has a lot more other stuff that he's doing outside of gaming that makes him more viable on YouTube. So his numbers are not going to plummet as much. Twitch's numbers stay the same, and YouTube's numbers get slightly better. So that's kind of the difference there. Because Courage has more to do.
To be fair, like it wasn't much of a risk for Courage to jump to YouTube, because he already had a following on YouTube. He already
had people, right?
He was smart. Like in my opinion, and this is just my opinion. I don't know Courage like that. Me and him don't kick it. I wish we did, because I would love to pick his brain. Because he's in my opinion, low key, he's smart. He's very smart. I think this was his move. I think he was planning this a long time ago. Yeah. Like, I mean, like way before it was even a thing. because he was just steady building his YouTube audience. You know, even though he was putting out videos, like he knew he was doing. He was like, well, of course I'm gonna jump to YouTube because I already have an audience here. You know what I mean? Now,
Yeah.
I know somebody that's a very big Courage fan, and they're actually a sub to my channel. I won't put them out there or whatever, but they said the main reason why they don't follow him over to YouTube is because it's very hard to chat on YouTube. Like, you know how like people can just come in here and chat and talk and
Right.
and the streamer interact. It's kind of complicated, and I'm gonna throw something crazy out here. The two things that are holding like Mixer back and Twitch back, I mean YouTube back and Facebook back. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is the functionality on console. And you're gonna be like, well, what do you mean by that, Handy? Well, okay, so when it comes to Mixer can only be viewed on Xbox console. It cannot be viewed on PlayStation whatsoever. Not even through a web browser. Not even through the web browser on the PlayStation. And you can be like, well, why is that? And I was like, I don't know. I've tried. You know what I'm saying? You cannot watch Mixer at all on PlayStation. That's a downside. You're losing audience there. And you're like, what about YouTube? Yes, you can watch YouTube on Xbox and PlayStation, but you cannot chat with the streamer on YouTube or PlayStation. You can view the chat, you can see the chat, but you cannot chat. Like, you cannot like type at all. Okay? Facebook doesn't even, like, they barely have an app on Xbox that you can view, but it's not even technically for gaming. It's just called Facebook. I think it's called Facebook Videos or Facebook Live. But somehow gaming content gets put in there, but a lot of people don't know about it. That's how I watch a lot of Facebook live streams, is through the app on the Xbox. But a lot of people don't know about it because it's not properly promoted, and it's not branded right. They should call that the Facebook gaming app, you know. And unfortunately, Facebook just ended their, I don't know what you would call a partnership or whatever, but they just ended their contract with PlayStation. So now you can't even upload content, you know, from Facebook or from your PlayStation to Facebook. So it's like, I feel like, and that's weird to say, I feel like what's holding all these streaming platforms back, as far as Mixer and Facebook, and it's where Twitch and YouTube, and it's where Twitch wins, is the console, because I could do anything and everything practically on the console with Twitch. I can get on Twitch right now and talk to the streamer. I could sub, you know, I could do all those things. You know what I'm saying? As rather with the other platforms, I can't do that. And you got to remember that that's a lot of the audience, because sometimes people don't have, you know, the smartphone to do it. Some people don't have the PC to do it. I have all three, right? I have the PC, I have the phone, and I have the consoles. As a viewer, I more like to watch a content creator through the console, because why? They're on my big TV, and it's like, it's the way it's supposed to be. Sometimes I want to chat, so I just, you know, but unfortunately I can't. And 9 times out of 10, I'm on my PlayStation. So for me to watch Mixer, I gotta switch to Xbox, which is annoying. But if I want to watch Courage, I can only watch Courage. I can't chat. And if I want to watch Facebook gaming, I gotta go to Facebook's weird app and actually look for the gaming stuff. So it's very complicated. I think once these streaming platforms like really really get it together like how Twitch has it, as far as like being easy accessible, and they get the backing from like, that's another thing too. Twitch is backed by a lot of freaking like major things. All the tournaments, games done quick, all these different gaming, entities. Whereas Mixer, is not, whereas Facebook Gaming, I mean, they have some big things, but not where Twitch is at. YouTube, of course, YouTube's always going to be the mecca, but I turn on YouTube right now, I don't see streams, right? I have to look for those. Those are hard to see. Like, I'm on YouTube right now. You know what I see? I see videos. I don't see streams. There's no, actually, which is really weird enough, there's no, okay, so here you have search, home, gaming, music, latest, movies, subscriptions, library. That's the categories, right? So my brain is like, well, where's the live stream? I literally have to type in live streams for live streams to pop up. That's a problem. That's a problem. So you see, the thing that Twitch has that a lot of the other streaming platforms don't have is accessibility, which is weird for me to say, because you would think Mixer had it, but Mixer doesn't have it because I can't watch Mixer everywhere. I can only watch Mixer on my PC, Xbox, or phone, and that's it. So if you only have a PlayStation and you don't have a good phone and you don't have a PC, guess what? You can't watch Ninja. But yeah, you used to be a sub to Ninja. You used to be a top donator to Ninja. Well, guess what? Ninja just lost that supporter. And I even though they're getting paid a lot or whatever, I don't think that these people were really thinking about that, the people that they were cutting off. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're not reaching everybody like you were with Twitch. That's the difference. And I think that's why the number's so low. But you're right, though. Did you know that Facebook Gaming is beating Mixer right now?
Oh, yeah. Actually, everything's beating Mixer. Facebook Gaming, even YouTube Gaming is beating Mixer.
Yeah. Actually, YouTube is in second place to Twitch. Yeah. Yep. YouTube is in second place to Twitch. Twitch is in first, YouTube's in second, and Facebook's in third. So, and it becomes a problem. It's going to become a problem years on down the road, because you got to remember, like, I wonder what's in Ninja's contract. I wonder what's in these people's contracts. You know what I mean? Like, what's going to happen if they don't, meet their obligations with the contracts?
Financial losses.
Right, exactly. Like, you're not gonna get that money, and that was the main reason why
they're pretty much locked in.
Yeah, you're pretty much locked in, and then you're kind of hurting your brand a little bit, to say the least. And then it's like, let's say like 3 years down the road, do you go back to Twitch? And if you go back to Twitch, does that even hurt you even more? Because it's like, well, I tried, I got the bag, I wanted the bag, but I didn't really grow. I got the money, but I didn't really grow. But now I want to move back. Do I move back? And what's the backlash if he moves back? If these people move back. Although I don't think Twitch would take them back, to be honest. I don't know. It's crazy, but I do understand where they all come from. They don't want to be a slave to the sub button. I get that. And ever since I've heard Courage say that, like, that is stuck in my brain. You know what I mean?
It makes sense.
It really makes sense because it's true. It's true. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, we'll watch you play anything. Okay. That's not always true. You know what I mean? That's like, I'm just being real. Like, people say that, but guess what ends up happening? They'll be in your chat lurking, and I'm just being honest, okay? I don't mean to say this to hurt anybody's feelings. Like, I'm just being raw and uncut. But this is what ends up happening, chat. This ends up happening. Like, you play a game, like, say for instance, right? I'll play the game that I like, which is Shadowverse. I stream Shadowverse. Yes, there'll be people in here, but you know what end up happening? They'll be lurking in here and not talking in chat, and then you find them not talking in my chat, but they'll be talking in somebody else's stream because it's a game that they want to watch. So, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, dang. So it's like, really, they're just there to be a number in your stream, which is fine, which is cool, which is awesome, but at the same time, it's not something you don't want a number, right? You want people to be interactive. You want people to chill. You want people to talk, and that's what they're saying. They're like, to keep their chat moving, to keep their sub numbers up, to keep all these things going, they have to play certain games, or their chat will just die, or they'll lose their subs if they don't stream. Like, you know, for instance, I'm a prime example, right? I had 14. I was averaging 14, 15 viewers a stream, right? Well, I had to go on vacation, you know, to go to New Mexico. I had to pick up my nephew and all these things. Well, you know, and you know, stream was doing good. I was at 30 subs, 40 subs. I don't even remember. I was at a good amount. You know what I mean? But as soon as I left and I came back, I dropped all my subs and my average plummeted. You know, and that's just being real and transparent. I'm not saying that, you know, that's wrong, or, you know, that's, you know, people need to do this. No, what I'm saying is that's the reality of streaming. That's the reality of Twitch, and that's why these people moved, was because they didn't want to have to like be like, well, I can't spend time with my family today, because if I spend time with my family today, my numbers are going to drop, and then I'm not going to be able to afford to do this anymore. They were like, you know what? I need stability. And that's what, you know, pushed them to that route, you know? And that's just being raw. That's just being real and raw. That's how streaming is. Like, you know, you end up being a slave to the sub button, which kind of sucks, or the viewership number, or whatever the case, you know, baby, you know. Not saying that should be your motive, that should never be your motive. But when you're making 500, 400K a month, I mean, and then you take a week off because you have to do something, or somebody passes in your family, and you see your numbers plummet, it makes you feel like crap sometimes. Let's just be real, you know? Like, dang, should I have not taken the time out? I've been there before. You know, it sucks, because it's like, you want to grow, right? You want to grow. That's always a streamer. Like, if anything, you want to grow. And so when you see yourself like not growing, it's like, well, dang, should I have not taken that day off? You know what I mean? But it's like this. I'm like this. That's where my faith comes in, because I'm like this. I'm like, well, you know what? At the end of the day, I got to do what I got to do. And, you know, I'm going to put it in God's hands. And if God wants this to happen this way, and then it's going to happen this way. You know, if people get upset with me because I'm not on, or I'm playing a game that they don't like, well, then God's going to move them out the way and bring me somebody that does enjoy it. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way I see it. You know, it's crazy, but that's the
beauty of YouTube, is that, you know, you can pretty much make up your own schedule. Because like you were mentioning earlier, like when you're having to live stream, like on Twitch or any other platform, there's a certain schedule you feel like you have to uphold. Mm-hmm. But with YouTube, you have the freedom to not have to post as often, which means that you can take vacations without taking a severe cut. Because there are some very successful YouTubers that may only post one video a month, or 2 or 3 videos a month. Right. And they are still successful because It's not something where someone has to actively be there all the time. It's just someone where someone can just casually show up when they know their video is up, or they'll search for them like once a week. That person will look to see if they made a video. If they have, boom, they watch it, and that's money that person makes. So they don't have to, adhere to a schedule and be stuck. They can kind of just have their life and still be able to put in work and be successful. And that's the beauty of YouTube.
Yeah, you can. Well, the one thing that I love about YouTube, is I could schedule content. And you're like,
that's true. You could have it posting while you're out of town. Yeah.
Right. Like I could. Y'all don't know. Like I might have like 10 or 12 videos made. Right. But they're not gonna ever go live until I go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying if I was a YouTube, if I was a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I would do. I would be doing videos during my free time. That's just like normal free time. And then the days that I'm like, I know that I'm going to be off, you know what I mean? Or like on vacation. Well, guess what? I'm covered. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Like, you guys still got content. You still get fresh content. And I schedule these to go live. And that's why me personally as a streamer, like, I've realized that, like, I don't know where the future's going to lie. All I know is that Handy Kill Cam is going to be in streaming entertainment. And that's why I've come up with this new thing that I'm the most electrifying streamer. I'm the most electrifying handicap streamer in streaming entertainment today, and that's me. I'm always gonna bring the hype. I'm always gonna bring the fun. Cause Handy Kill Cam is not locked down. The only where Handy Kill Cam is locked down is to able gamers. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But other than that, like, and I don't mean that like locked down in a bad way. Like that's where I want to be. You know what I mean? But as far as like, Twitch, like I'm still an affiliate. Everywhere else, I'm, just Handy Kill Cam. So, you never know, don't ever think that like you have to be loyal to a company, right? Because the company, like, let's be real, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, they're all just making money off of you, right? You need to go where it works for your brand right now, and where it's more like convenient for you to be, and for you to be a content creator. And right now, the conveniency is easy for me to be. Right now, it's working for Handy Kill Cam to be at Twitch, but you never know 4 years, 5 years down the road, 7 years down the road. I mean, unless we're partnered by Twitch by then, which I pray to Jesus that we are. But you never know, it's whatever God wants, you know what I mean? But, you have to go where what works for you. You can't just go because, somebody's here or somebody, because the only reason why Ninja and Shroud are where they at is because they got the bag. I guarantee you, had they not gotten the bag, they wouldn't be over at Mixer. I guarantee you. They would still be over at Twitch. Same with Courage. I strongly believe that if Courage wouldn't have got the deal that he got, he would still be at Twitch. Because the main reason why they moved, it wasn't because of the platform. It wasn't because they saw something special in the platform. The main reason why they moved was stability. And I guarantee you, each and every one of you that is a serious streamer and know the ups and downs of streaming, if you had an opportunity for stability and consistency to where you can make this a professional career as far as financially, you would do it too. And no matter what the platform is, I'm pretty sure somebody would move to D. I'm pretty sure somebody listened to this. If D-Live offered them a good stability, they'd move to D-Live. I guarantee it. Even though I barely even know what D-Live is, but hey, I guarantee somebody would, But, it is what it is. You know, people got to do what they got to do to support their family, to support their, you know, lives and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. So,
Yes, sir.
what is on your agenda of knowledge?
All right. Well, I'm going to touch on a subject we haven't talked about in a while. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Remember that whole thing?
Yeah, I actually saw the trailer.
Yeah, so exactly. There is a new trailer out, which is exactly what I was going to bring up. They actually redesigned Sonic's look, so not nearly as many people complaining anymore. And I think it's actually going to be solid as far as when they're going to release it. I don't foresee any delays. For those who don't know, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is supposed to be live on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. So if you want to take your hot date to a movie,
that's perfect marketing.
I'm just saying.
That makes perfect sense.
So, very interesting day to pick for that. But, yeah, so it's actually a thing. It's actually been redone. And, again, people are not complaining nearly as much as they were months ago when we were first talking about it. And I see the difference, and it's going to be a lot better now.
I see the difference, but I don't think it's that subtle, to be honest. I mean, it's very subtle. Like, to me, it doesn't look like Sonic still, but I mean, it's more manageable. And what up, Abomination? What's good, man? How you been, bro? I would have still watched it anyway. Just the way that it was, but, you know, because it's Sonic. I still don't understand the whole February 14th thing, but, you know, I guess for people that love
that's
Sonic,
a very interesting day to have it. I'll say that much. I don't know if that was necessarily necessary, but it's a thing, I guess.
like, man, I don't know. What would have been? I guess though they're like, well, what would have been a better day?
I think any other day any non-holiday would have probably been a better day. But
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
true.
Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Because I just don't see taking a date to see a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, you know, as something romantic for my lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not the kind of place I'm trying to, you know.
Maybe
I'm not trying to put the moves on somebody at a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe you know, maybe it's for the lightning quick people, or maybe, or maybe it's for the people that got the fetish, the furry. What is those those
furries? Yeah,
furries.
They're called furries. Yeah,
they're called furries. About. Yeah, and they have like that fetish stuff. You know, I mean.
Well, I mean that's the furry thing is not a perverted thing. That's just people who like to, you know, dress up in costumes that require fur. It's not actually a sex thing, but you could make it into that, I guess, if you really want.
I mean, you could make anything into a sex thing nowadays. He said, Abomination said, Sonic's girlfriend. Maybe Sonic's girlfriend's in the movie. I don't know. Maybe she's pink. Like a side story with romance. I mean. Maybe, but I would think they would show that in a trailer.
Sonic, the chick flick.
Yeah, maybe it is a chick flick. Maybe he's an emotional hedgehog. You know, I don't know.
That would be kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like anyone who's ever seen like a Sonic the Hedgehog like cartoon or anything, that just doesn't look right. But okay, we'll find out on Valentine's Day.
To be fair, the movie didn't look right to begin with. That's why they redid it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe
this is a huge mess.
Maybe the other movies were chick flicks, like that bunny movie. What bunny movie? I don't know what bunny movie you talking about. You mean Roger the Rabbit? Roger the Rabbit was kind of a chick flick, I guess. He was
I don't know about that.
He was the woman, the girl. He was all in love with her. Oh no.
Oh, I know that, but that movie is not a chick flick though. There's a big difference.
There was a movie that came out a few years ago. Oh, I don't know. Abomination. I'm like a wannabe movie buff, but I really don't sit down and watch a lot of movies. I'm one of those people Like, it's really weird. Like, I hate watching the movie by myself. Like, now that I'm married, like, I hate watching the movie by myself because I feel bad. Because I'm like, dang, I could be watching this movie with my wife and she could enjoy it too. Like, I'm like, I'll just wait. And then we hardly never watch. Like, I still haven't watched Deadpool 2 because me and her watched Deadpool 1 together. And I can watch Deadpool 2 whenever I want. But I'm like,
it doesn't feel right without her.
I don't feel right. That's so weird, man. Oh, Hop? Oh, yeah, Hop was a chick flick. Oh, yeah, I've seen Hop. Me and my wife watched it together. See what I'm saying? Like, me and my wife, we always watch movies together. Even if it's a movie that I don't want to watch or that she don't want to watch, we still watch it together. I've watched a lot of stupid chick flicks that I would have never watched by myself, but I've watched because, you know, I'm married and I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of a decent movie. I could dig it, but it's like, I would have been interested in it. The same with my wife. My wife would have never been into the Avengers movies. If she wasn't with me, she would have never watched them. But now that she's with me, she's watched them and she enjoys them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm like, man, no, I'm just weird. I don't watch movies by myself. I don't even watch TV. The closest thing I watch to TV when I'm by myself is YouTube. YouTube or Twitch. That's like my TV now. You know, or Mixer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for me, it's mostly YouTube and a little bit of Twitch, you know, for games done quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, everything that I watch is on YouTube, and the only time that I watch anything by myself is if I'm on my lunch break at work. So I might watch a quick clip of some gaming content, and that's about it. But when I'm at home, like, I'm watching stuff with my lady, you know, together. Like, we're always chilling. So I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah.
It would just feel weird to go to a movie without her.
Yeah, it would. Or even just to watch a movie with her not home. Because I could easily watch a movie here while she's at work, you know, after the stream. And I'm just like, nah. That's what my daughter tells me. She's like, Daddy, just watch it while mommy's at work and I'm at school. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's weird. Sorry, can't do it. They tried to make it a chick flick. Yeah, they did try to. It was kind of a chick flick, kind of. Hop was kind of savvy. It was still a good movie, though. It really was. For what it was trying to do. You know. But I don't know how we got into. Oh yeah, Sonic. I was like, how did we get into chick flicks, Sonic? I mean, I don't know. Maybe a pink furry thing would come out. You know, who knows? But. You know,
yeah.
Jim Carrey is still Dr. Robotnik. That's all I gotta say. And he's skinny. I've never known Dr. Robotnik to be skinny. I mean, maybe this is pre-fat Dr. Robotnik. So.
I mean, I think maybe he just saw Jenny Craig. I mean, that's what it looks like to me.
I mean,
1-800-95-JENNY. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, though. I mean, the man dressed up as the Grinch. And it was a very good-looking Grinch, even though I didn't like the movie. Like, he looked like a realistic Grinch, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can't dress up as a fat Dr. Robotnik? Please help me. Somebody. You know? You talking about the man that is always dressing up his characters. You got Ace Ventura. You got The Mask. You got the Grinch. You got, what's the other one? There's some other weird clock one. I can't think of, some other weird one. And yeah, and then you can't dress up in a fat suit and put on a curly mustache and be Dr. Robotnik with goggles. Come on, man! And eat chili dogs.
That'd be easy.
You think? Yeah, get that bag, man. But you said he always what? He merged in his roles. Yeah. Yeah, he's always emerged in his roles. Yeah, exactly. So, like, for him to be like a skinny Robotnik, it makes me wonder, like, is this pre-fat Dr. Robotnik? You know, or is he the son of the original Dr. Robotnik? These are answers I need. This is probably why I'm going to go watch the movie, because the Jim Carrey role doesn't make sense to me right now.
It's kind of sad. He's going to watch the movie for Dr. Robotnik more than Sonic.
Than Sonic, because I need to know why is Dr. Robotnik. And I'm going to put that on Twitter. I'm going to be like, I'm going to watch Sonic to find out why Dr. Robotnik is skinny. I need to know. You know what I'm saying? I need to know his people. I need to know what's going on. Probably because people don't like bad guys in chick flicks. I mean, if it's really a chick flick, I'm gonna be sad, bro.
You know what's sad is like anyone that listens to this podcast is now gonna believe that the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is gonna 100% be a chick flick, and we're gonna be the ones responsible for this rumor.
Bro, I'm totally labeling it. Okay, so episode 140, Sonic the Hedgehog movie is a chick flick, and I'm gonna put a picture of the new Sonic. Yep, there it is. There it is.
What it is.
There, that's what it is. So thank you, people in chat. This is why we love you, because you guys named the episodes without even trying. I could totally see post credits cutscenes when Robotnik is deflated and sitting on the floor crying. Oh my god, with like 500 pounds of junk food around him popping out. Wasn't that like what Thor did in the Avengers movie? In the new Avengers movie?
Yeah.
He was like getting fat playing Fortnite. Oh my
Of course it'd be Fortnite.
Of course it'd be Fortnite. I was like, dang, I was like, Fortnite got that kind of money though. and not only that, but the whole Avengers thing tied in with Fortnite. Although I have not played any Fortnite since the new Call of Duty is dropped. Like, none, zero. Like seriously, me and my wife looked at my hours on Call of Duty. This is how many I put in. 3 days and 14 hours in Call of Duty. I have not touched any game since Call of Duty came out. Like, I didn't even touch NBA 2K20. Nothing. Nada.
Oh, wow. We know how much you like your NBA 2K20.
Dude, I'm telling you. That was going to be my failsafe. I didn't see any movie since Avengers. Wait, you haven't seen any movie since, like, Avengers Civil War? Oh, my God. You're missing out. Get you a Cody or something. Well, I better watch out. Somebody got upset with me the other day when I posted that I use Cody on Facebook. They're like, DVDs only cost $1, and I was like, yeah, but it's not illegal. I was like, Microsoft owns Cody. What you mean? And they're like, oh, but you have ways to watch your movies. No time to watch. What you mean? The times that you could have watched the movie yesterday, I wasn't live. You could have watched the movie. You can't watch the movie when I'm live though. That's forbidden. You can't watch movies when I'm live. You can only watch.
And this is why you can't watch movies, because his free time is tied up with watching your videos, and you forbid him from watching movies during your videos.
Oh, that's very true. But I was live yesterday, so you could have watched it. You're live during the day when I'm at work. Well, so I'm preventing you from doing your job. That's amazing. You know, I've actually almost gotten 2 people fired from their job from watching my streams. It's kind of, I don't know whether to feel like privileged or like, I don't know, like that's crazy. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. One of them was my wife though. So then that one I kind of felt like really, really, really bad for her. I was like, don't watch me no more. Turn it off. But yeah, so
Nice.
yeah, definitely. Dang, I don't even know where I was gonna go with my story. Speaking of Fortnite, I don't know the full story about this, but this kid, who, you know, is one of the biggest players. I gotta look up his name. It's like right here. I have YouTube open right now. I gotta remember his name, because if I don't say his name right, then I'm gonna remember.
Is the Fortnite esport player you're talking about that got banned or whatever?
Yeah, Jarvis. Yeah, Jarvis. His name's Jarvis.
Yeah. Matter of fact, his name is Jarvis K.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's actually one of my topics as well.
Well, there we go.
But yes, the 17-year-old Fortnite esports pro, Jarvis K, was permanently banned for using an aimbot.
Okay. But we need to be more clarified on why he was banned for using the aimbot.
And that's where you come in.
Okay, he was not playing the game competitively. He was not playing saying, "Oh, look at me do well." He was explaining and using it for educational purposes to explain to his audience on how aimbots is being used and how people are cheating. He was showing them how easy it is for people to cheat.
Yeah, he was doing casual solos is what he was doing, and that's when it became a big deal, I guess.
Right. And that's my problem is because I've done it before. I'm not aimbotted, but I showed people on stream, look, this is how people cheat. I've even showed people the FPS mod whatever thing and show people this is how people do the Jigger mod and all this stuff, you know, in Call of Duty. But you know what I'm saying? Your boy Handy ain't never got a mod. Your boy Handy ain't never got a ban. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing it for educational purposes. I was being informative to the community, and I was strongly suggested that, you know, people shouldn't do this. But I was showing you guys that it's very easily could be done, and this is why. And my biggest point was for cheating to be completely stopped, you got to go against companies like Cronus Max. You got to go against companies like the FPS Dominator, because they're able to put mods in their controllers or in their little things, the little modulators that go on the controllers or whatever, and that's completely illegal. And until that's illegal, you can't stop cheating, right? And I've shown that before. And your boy Handy ain't never got banned. Your boy Handy ain't never got no drama. The problem that makes me mad is that if this kid wouldn't have been a pro player, and if this kid wouldn't like be living in a $14.2 million mansion, because that's literally the mansion that he lives in California, that he left. No
one would have cared.
Yeah, nobody would have cared. If he was a small streamer like me, or I don't like labeling myself a small streamer, but if he was somebody that was not known like me, nobody would have cared. Nobody would have cared. Epic wouldn't have cared. But because of the situation of who he is or what he is, even though it was for tutorial purposes and he was explaining this is how people are cheating, he gets banned. A permanent ban. And they did it to him while live on stream. You know what I'm saying?
Now, he did make an apology video.
Right.
I'll give you some of the quotes from the actual video that he made. He says, obviously, this was a huge mistake, and it's completely wrong on my end. This is him saying that. Genuinely, I don't even know what I was thinking. Cheating in anything is just terrible. And he says, I'm so disappointed in myself for doing this and not thinking about the consequences that could have happened. So he did make an apology video, and there are some quotes, you know, for him basically owning up to the situation and doing the whole PR thing, you know. Now, regardless of whether it was really required for him to do that, I mean, that's debatable. But he at least took the initiative to say, you know what, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I put this live. I'm sorry that I showed this to you guys, you know. It sucks, you know, that it happened that way, but it did.
I mean, I get it, like, why they wanted to ban him, because he's showing it how easy it is, and it's showing how Fortnite security kind of sucks. But you'd have to permanently ban him for life. He got permanently banned for life.
Yeah.
Okay, and look, I'm about to blow y'all's minds. Y'all ready for this? There was two players that weren't even pro players, chat, last year, that were cheating in the World Cup, in the not the actual in the tryout thing, right? You know, like where they have the ranking in the World Cup, or to qualify for the World Cup. They have the ranking for you to qualify in the World Cup. There was 2 people cheating, chat. Cypher PK caught them both, chat, and reported them both, chat. You know what happened to them, chat? They didn't get permanently, no, they got banned, but they didn't get permanently banned. But you want to know something else? They didn't get banned for the season, so you know what they got to do? Are you ready? They got to qualify for the World Cup. And guess what they got to do? They got to compete for the World Cup in Fortnite. But yeah, you gonna ban this kid for life? It makes no sense to me. None. Makes no sense to me. Why use this kid for an example when you already dropped the ball? Like, it makes no sense to me, Epic. It really doesn't. It makes no sense. Because if you were gonna ban, like, why would you allow 2 people that were point blank cheating in the World Cup rankings to qualify the World Cup? They gave them only a 30-day ban. Only a 30.
Slap on the wrist, basically.
And then they got to qualify for the World Cup, and they got to compete. Imagine if they would have won. Oh, but we gonna ban a pro. We gonna ban a pro forever, for life. It makes no sense to me, dude. Just like the same thing that makes no sense to me now, since we're on the subject of Fortnite and I'm ranting, why is Fortnite now all of a sudden not gonna like show their patch notes? Fortnite, remember how everybody last year, OG, was like giving Fortnite praise for being so detailed in their patch notes when Fortnite first came out, and was talking about.
Yeah, I remember I used to talk about all the new updates all the time. What's going to be coming? What you were looking forward to? Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, well they've decided not to do that anymore.
Any particular reason, or they just decided not to do it? They won't tell you.
They decided not to do it. And they won't tell you. In fact, they're now doing updates. There was and I didn't get to talk about this last week because the podcast got short. But they released a weapon and didn't tell. They released a new weapon and didn't tell nobody.
Oh wow!
And so, like, the content creators were like, "Well, that kind of sucks because, we kind of." When a new update comes out, like, that's the hype, that's, they build content around that, they build the day around that. So they kind of, like, if there's an update coming out, they'll build something around it, but they don't, they're not doing that no more. But you know who is? Call of Duty. It's so weird, right? It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, it's so weird right now. It's really, really weird.
Has Call of Duty been doing it like all along, or did they just recently start doing this?
They just recently started doing this. Like, they haven't been as deep.
That is interesting, then.
Yes. It hasn't been as detailed and as frequent, because we had the so-called overhaul update, which was last week, and then we had a continuation of the overhaul update. So we had 107, patch 107. No, I'm talking about Call of Duty. We had patch 107, and then we had patch, which was last week, and then we had patch 108 today. And both were, or not today, yesterday. And both were very detailed in the description of what was going on. I'm still not a big fan. They still need to work on the footsteps a little bit more. In my opinion, they were fixed in 107, and now they're kind of junky in 108. But whatever. That's not what we're talking about right now. What we're talking about right now is, like, I feel like Fortnite's retracting, and I don't understand. And I just don't understand, like, what they're like. What sense does that make to ban this kid for life? But then last year you didn't, and that just proves my point. The 2 kids that were banned and then got to be reinstated and then qualify for the cup. They were nobodies. They weren't streamers. They weren't content creators. They were literally nobodies.
And then that's exactly what it is. If you are someone big, you're going to get punished severely. Whereas if you're just the average Joe, you're just going to slap on the wrist. So the punishment depends on your status, which is not consistent. So yeah, I do agree that that's a little messed up. You either need to be across the board on one way or the other. Like you can't just pick and choose who gets perma ban and who doesn't. I mean, you can try to say, well, this was a case by case basis, but what's the difference?
Yeah, yeah, and this all it's so stupid, and this is why another reason why I say like we have to be careful when we give like young people this kind of money. Now, I don't know if this kid has had this. I don't know if this kid's going through this, but this is what causes mental health issues. This is what causes, crazy anxiety issues because, first of all, first you're making all this money, I mean, come on, he's 17 years old, got a $14.2 million home in freaking Los Angeles. And then because he does one simple thing, he loses everything. So imagine how that 17-year-old is feeling right now. Because he's not, to me, not any 17-year-old child is mature enough to handle the ups and downs of life like that. And that's why I'm saying we have to be careful when we give somebody that young some kind of luxury like that, and we need to be a little bit more transparent, and maybe we need to do something. I don't know necessarily what to do, but we have to be careful because to him, possibly he feels like his life is over. And when you feel that way, your mind tends to play tricks, and it could be a very dark place and a very dark time. And I feel like that's why he said, you know what? I'm leaving my $14.2 million mansion, and I'm going to go back to the UK for a while and reground and refocus. Because, I mean, think about it. He's probably, everywhere he looks in that mansion is probably reminded everything of his success. And he probably feels like you can't bounce back from this, which you can. It was a foul part on Epic's part, in my opinion. Now I don't know if I necessarily agree with Ninja's take on it. I don't know. Did you hear Ninja's take on it? Have you heard Ninja?
That I didn't hear. No.
Ninja said that he feels that content creators shouldn't get banned.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily correct either. Yeah. Like I said, I think it has to be one or the other.
Right.
That's what it has to be for everyone. It doesn't matter whether you're a content creator or not.
Right.
You need to have a set policy, and you need to enforce said policy instead of just picking and choosing. Because if you're not consistent in a company, then you will eventually become a failure, and all of the other cracks will start to form, and then your company is going to collapse.
Right. And then not only that, I was saying this too. I was like, at the same time, like, he's not just a content creator, he's a pro. So it wasn't like, he's not like Ninja, he's not like Courage. Yeah, he's big, but Ninja and Courage, they're not pro players. So I understand, like I said, I understand it, but I just don't understand like the inconsistencies like we were talking about. Like, those other two should have got permanent banned. You know what I'm saying? If that guy got permanent banned, those other two should have got a permanent ban. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what, because he's made so much money, we're gonna make an example out of you. It's like, really? So it's frustrating to see, man. Totally frustrating to see. And I just hope it gets worked out. I hope it gets worked out.
If I was, let's say I owned, a division that, had to enforce and create rules and regulations for, people who violated certain policies. Now, for a first time infraction, I would I don't think I would go as far as a perma ban. I think I would probably do a ban for a certain period of time, like
Right.
maybe a season, maybe a year. Just depending on what the esports schedule is.
Right.
But the perma ban on the very first thing, I don't think that I would do that. I would just say across the board, you mess up, you're banned for this amount of time, and then once you're reinstated, if you do it again, then you're just done, straight up.
Yeah, yeah. And the funny
It
thing was,
doesn't matter if you're a content creator or nothing. You're just done. But yeah,
uh,
go ahead.
and the funny thing is, the season hadn't even started yet.
Yep.
Like, there's no the season hadn't even started yet for YouTube. So I'm like, dang, it's crazy. It's bananas. I don't know, it's crazy to see, but it's I don't know. It's dumb in my opinion. And that's the only thing that's like wrong with esports right now as a whole is that there's no union, right? There's no
structure.
There's no union,
Yeah.
there's no structure. So pretty much any of these companies, that are forming these esports, these leagues and stuff, they play by their own rules. Even though it may not be right, well, guess what? It doesn't matter. Can't nobody tell us that we're wrong. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones with the money. You're gonna abide by our rules. And let's face it, Fortnite's with the money. They can do and say whatever they want. Can't nobody.
Yep.
There's no jurisdiction to tell them, hey, no, there's no union to tell them, hey, no, we have to sit down and talk with these owners, or whatever. And that's why, and that's another talk for another day, because I feel like, and I might do this on my personal YouTube, but I feel like that for Call of Duty to succeed, I think it needs to be more like football. And I think for any esport to succeed, I think we need like a players union, and I think we need like something to hold the league accountable. Like, for instance, when the league owner was doing all that mess and all that drama, the owners could come together and hold the commissioner accountable. But right now, can't nobody hold Epic accountable. Can't nobody come to
Right.
Epic. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody
Yeah.
put Epic in check right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what they need to do is there needs to be some kind of a, I guess, a body, if you will, a few number of people who set policies and procedures for all esports across the board. No matter what kind of game it is, there needs to be set guidelines regardless of what game it is. Now, within said guidelines, then depending on the kind of game that it is, you can enforce certain rules, because obviously fighting games are going to be played and ran a little bit different than, say, an FPS.
Right.
So you have to have certain guidelines across the board that can be your general rules for what consequences you have for cheating, for example, or other infractions. And then within that, with all the set rules for just general tournament play, then you have a structure for each game as far as how those rules are enforced. Do you do 2 out of 3 wins? Is it a team thing? Like, whatever the game is, you have those set rules. You still have to abide by the main rules as far as policies and procedures, but then within those games, depending on what type of game it is, you can make other rules to kind of cater more towards that type of game.
Yeah, definitely. And and that's why I feel like as much money as in esports right now, I feel like it still hasn't hit the mainstream mark yet. And until it like hits that part where me and you were talking about like just now, it won't hit mainstream. Mm-hmm. It won't hit mainstream because
I think we're getting there though. It's just a matter of time.
It's just not structured properly yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have too many companies being power hungry, making crazy mistakes, So hopefully it'll get there though, because if that happens, then that means it happens for us content creators, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? Which is a good thing. I think
people need to be held accountable. Agreed.
Right, exactly. So, you know, we need, you know, we need to be becoming more professional. We need to be held accountable ourselves also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely. But why don't you go ahead and hit us, because that was pretty much our topic. So why don't you go ahead and hit us with some more?
Yeah, that was actually kind of cool. We were actually going to talk about the same thing. I like it when that happens.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, that was actually something I was going to bring up last week, but obviously we had some problems.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the things that I was going to bring up last week as well is actually something about fighting games, actually. There is a report that says that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is now the best-selling fighting game of all time.
Wow.
Yeah. So to kind of put things into perspective, Nintendo's all-star lineup of video games, most most characters has achieved $15.7 million in sales, surpassing Street Fighter II's $15.5 million. So yeah, Street Fighter II, which is like one of the oldest fighting games out there, has been #1 for the longest time until now.
Wow.
You know how many decades it's been?
That's crazy, and I own both of them. Not right now. I don't own both of them right now, but I owned Street Fighter 2 when it was out, and I officially own Smash. Weirdly enough, I have not played with the new character. I totally forgot the new character was out.
Whoops.
Yeah. Which is, what's his name? Fury or whatever?
Terry Bogard.
Yeah, Terry Bogard, yeah. I totally forgot about it. I totally forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I need to, because I have the pass or whatever. I need to download them and check them out. I haven't played Smash. I've been playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
Yeah, and then to give you guys just a little bit of history for those who care, the fighting game Crossovers original, the actual original game, the straight up Smash Bros. For N64 was created in 1999.
Wow.
So this is like a long time ago.
Wow.
It only had 12 characters at the time. And now with Smash Bros. Ultimate, you go from having 12 characters back in 1999 to now having over 80 characters.
Yeah. There's over 80 characters, and they're still going. They already said that. They even said in the last video that even though that was the last character or whatever, or because they were only doing 4 characters per pass, that they've decided that they're going to continue making more characters. So
yep.
Yeah, so Smash is here to stay.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. It's going to be something you're always going to see at EVO. Yeah. Just because, you know, it's just that big. And I kind of I can't say that I predicted this, but I know that when the idea of Smash Brothers was first, you know, out, and I was, you know, subscribed to Nintendo Power, and I read about it before the game came out, I was already super hype about it. I was like, oh wow, there's a fighting game where I could fight as my favorite Nintendo characters. I saw a lot of potential in that. However, where it was and where it is now, I don't think I could have predicted how big it would have actually become this far out. You know, being a #1 selling, you know, fighting game, franchise, the big tournaments that it was going to be in. Like, I didn't see it that far. I knew it was going to be a big deal, but not this big. So I'm really proud of this. I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah, Abomination said, yeah, I knew a group in college in 2005 who played Smash a lot. Yeah, actually, that was me and OG's main game. Like, once Smash, like, I'm just being real. Once Smash came out, GoldenEye wasn't the biggest, like, or wasn't, like, well, I'm just being real. GoldenEye wasn't my main game anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, Smash was just it.
Oh, yeah.
I love Smash. I still love Smash to this day. The only reason why I don't play Smash on stream, and I'm just being 100, is because a lot of my people don't have it. And I can't play against my friends. The only person that has it that's in my viewership is Cloudy. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's
really,
right.
You know, so I mean, I could play online, but the thing that I think that's missing from Smash right now is ranked. I need online rank. I need online rank. I need online tournaments, like real tournaments, like real rank. I think for that, I would totally be playing Smash a lot more, because right now I'm just pub stomping, and the way I pub stomp, it kind of gets boring because I play pub stomp with tournament rules. I don't play with gadgets or anything like that, so it's just regular one-on-one matches. So I need more competitiveness in Smash, or at least for regular online play. Now, if I was a pro player, then yeah, that'd be different. But I mean, I'm far past from being a pro player in Smash. You know, I had to be a pro player back in 2002 or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely enjoy the game as far as, you know, as an overall game. I'm actually not surprised, considering the fighting games that have been coming out now have lacked a lot of luster. I think the only other good fighting game right now is still Tekken 7, even though I'm not a big fan of it. And
I would say Dragon Ball FighterZ is
yeah.
actually one of the better ones.
Yeah, and Dragon Ball Z. Did you try?
Yeah.
Did I try Jump Force? No, but I need to. It's free on Xbox now. I need to.
But I would say that like Street Fighter in general has seen a bit of a decline these days.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of your other games like, you know, Smash and Dragon Ball FighterZ, and even Tekken is actually starting to make a pretty good comeback in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the games that are on the map right now. What I'm actually kind of disappointed in is that Soul Calibur is not really getting much love these days.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't understand what happened.
Yeah.
Because actually that game's pretty good.
Yeah. Like every time I bring it up, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's a good game," and I'm like, why is nobody talking about it?" Like the only fighting game that I'm hearing people talk about at work is Mortal Kombat 11.
It's not that great.
And that's what I thought too. I was like, "Really? That game?"
I have it. It's not that great. I mean, it's good, but what makes it good is the blood and gore. Like, it's not that great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently a new Street Fighter came out recently, and I didn't see anyone play it except like once. Yeah, it was Street Fighter 5, right? They came out? The new one? The new Street Fighter?
I don't know like what its subtitle was, but yeah, there was some kind of a revamped Street Fighter 5, I think.
Yeah, and it was out on PlayStation, and I almost got it, and but I didn't get it. I don't know, something fell in my gut, and I was like, like,
yeah,
like I'm telling you, my wife, and this is truth. My wife loves Mortal Kombat, right? I have Mortal Kombat 11. She's not playing this one. She's not. She's not. I'm not playing it. You know what I mean? It's not bad. It's good, but it's not amazing. It's not Smash.
Yeah.
If you told me, all right, we can play Mortal Kombat 11 or Smash, which one you want to play? Smash.
Smash easily.
Smash easily all day. You know?
Like the only fighting games that I would question, like if you were to ask, say, "Hey, what do you want to play?" If you were to say like Smash or Dragon Ball FighterZ, I'd be like, I would probably still say Smash, but I would actually have to at least think about it.
Think about it, right?
Like, well, they're both good games. They're really both up there. Like I would actually have to, for a few seconds, legitimately think about it. But with like anything plus Mortal Kombat, I'm just like whatever the other game is, because it's just gonna be better.
Yeah, even I'd play Street Fighter 5 over Mortal Kombat, just because. The only reason why Mortal Kombat is good is because of the shock value. What do you do when the shock value wears off? Because you played it so much.
Yeah.
You know, it's not there's no.
It's one of those games that's good for about a month,
Yeah.
and then you're pretty much done with it.
Mhm.
Whereas you'll play Ultimate forever because there's just so much
Yeah.
and so many people to play with.
Yeah, but ironically though, I can never find people to play with. I don't know, maybe I should just start streaming Smash more because, I mean, my numbers is, I don't know, but it's hard for me to do right now because like I'm on the COD grind. But who knows? Maybe I'll stream Smash on Facebook. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing
There you go.
anymore.
That could be your thing when you're trying to test out Facebook, streaming again.
Yeah.
Just hit up Smash Brothers. Might as well just do it all.
Might as well do it all. Like that's what I want to do anyway. If like if I'm gonna test out different platforms or do different things, like I want to bring different content. I don't want to.
There you go.
I don't want to bring like it's funny, right? Like I don't want to bring the same show from Twitch to wherever. Like the same thing. The same thing when I'm on Facebook or wherever, I have different alerts. You know what I'm saying? Like my follow alert is not the same on Facebook that it is on Twitch. You know what I mean? Same. Just because like I want to bring a different experience to people,
Right.
I don't know. I'm like a director. I don't know. It's my show and I don't want to be stale. You know what I mean? Like if I'm doing a different platform, I'm doing a different me. I'm still Handy Kill Cam. I'm still bringing the same hype and the same positivity, but I want to bring a different look. Like I got so agitated this morning. Oh my God, I'm so agitated. So you guys won't see it. Actually, let me. For those that are watching, I'll show you here. All right. So you see this face cam here? It's on my stream right here. You see I'm watching. I told you I was watching YouTube. You see this face cam right here? A big YouTuber's using my face cam. I have to change it. It's driving me nuts. I need a different face. It's driving me nuts. Like I have to have something different now because everybody's like, well, that's cool because now you have something like a big big YouTube person. No, that drives me nuts. I need something different. I can't be like somebody else. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. You know what I'm saying? So I need to change it. So that, that just goes back to what I was saying. I need to change scenes. Hold on. Going back to what I'm saying, like, I don't like doing everything because everybody else is doing it. So when I'm on a different platform, I like to do something different. So yeah, maybe this weekend I will stream Smash. You need to hurry up and get smashed. You need to hurry up and get smashed, man. Cause I know I would play Smash if you had Smash. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
One day.
Somebody donate OG a Switch and Smash please for Christmas. Thank you. Well, there's a limited number of overlays. It's possible that your overlay is the same. Someone else can't keep. Well, no, the reason why is because I found out, right? And I'm not gonna put them on blast. I just wish they would have just told me the truth. The person that made me the overlay, I thought they made it, but I found out that they got it from like one of the pre-made websites. So this overlay here, this setup right here is not custom. All right, these, and this is what I'm gonna go back to. These, hold on. And I'm gonna break my I'm breaking my scene for a second. Hold on. These right here. And I'm sorry, people that are listening in the audio, like you're gonna have to watch the YouTube video if you want to see what I'm talking about. These, hold on. I'm browsing. Give me a second. Wait, why is it not letting me? Oh, it's pulling it up. I was like, what you mean? Hold on. Logos. Like I have 4 or 5. Like this one right here. This is one of them. I'm just showing you. This is probably not going to be it. That right there, that's custom. I have custom ones, right? I just don't like going backwards, right? Because I've evolved and I've changed, and I don't like going backwards in life. But I'm willing to go back to one of these. I'll probably go back to the red and black one that I have. The red and black one that I've had made. So I'm probably gonna go back to the red and black colors, because I found out the panels weren't custom either. I've been finding out a lot. I mean, it's cool. It is what it is. I just thought the person took the time out and they made it for me, for free, but they didn't. They just went and did something that I could have done myself. Like they got it from like like something kind of like, I'm not saying that's where they got it from, but they got it from like something like Streamlabs Gallery or Stream Elements Gallery, and they just sent it over, you know, or looked up like free overlays, or something like that, which is cool. It's fine. I wish they would have told me, because then I would have just told them, no, I'm fine with what I have, because I don't like using something that anybody can just download and use.
Right. You're the more custom guy.
I will put in the money. I will put in the money to buy something custom. I've most of my overlays I've put in over $40 to $60, and $40 to $60 for overlays and panels. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like this right here, hold on. This actually, here, let me show y'all. This right here, hold on. This right here, if I'm to take this off here, where is it? Why? Okay. This right here, this is the original. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Filters. See, this is actually red. I made it blue. I actually paid for this. This is custom. I paid for this. For the whole package, I paid about $40 or $50 or $60. I don't remember. But I actually paid for this. You see what I'm saying? This is custom. Can't nobody else have this. I mean, they can, but ain't nobody else on Twitch have this. I can't go on YouTube, you know, even though people will complain, you know, about the whatever. Okay, it's cool, but you know, it's custom. I'm actually in the process of learning how to make all the stuff myself, and same with my wife. So you know, this is custom. You know, the except for the alert thing down here, this is custom. The whole Overwatch, wrong game, wrong thing. The whole OG podcast thing, custom. You know what I'm saying? Because I like bringing my originality, you know, because that's what attracts people. If you have the same thing as everybody else, then you're just like everybody else, and then you're relied on the gameplay. And sometimes I don't have the best gameplay, just being honest. So, you know, yeah. So yeah, that like drove me nuts. So like I'm in the process now of getting a new face cam overlay, because I'm frustrated, because I like literally have the same overlay as somebody else. So
which means other people probably have it too, and yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't like that. I'm not actually. In fact, after my meeting, because I have a meeting after the podcast. After my meeting, I'm overhauling everything. I'm changing everything. So. Yeah.
Be ready.
Be ready. I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
So, but what else is on your agenda of knowledge? I don't remember if I said anything or if I talked anything, but hey, it's okay. I gave a Twitch lesson.
There you go. Well, I'm gonna go stick along the lines of Nintendo, and before I continue with this Nintendo-related subject, I just want to say how funny it is that I do have a Nintendo-related source for news, but most of my Nintendo knowledge doesn't come from my Nintendo source. It actually comes from my mobile gaming source, which I think is just hilarious.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
But
say PlayStation. I was like, what?
oh God, that'd have been funny. Brought to you by Tencent. We might as well throw it in there now.
for real. This
But
podcast has
no,
been sponsored by Tencent. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God, if that was the case,
No,
we'd be banking it.
We'd be banking it.
Yeah, yeah, not sponsored by the way. But
And then
anyway.
we're going to YouTube, or no, we're going to Facebook. We're doing what everybody else is not doing. We're going to Facebook.
There you go.
Yep. I'm just kidding.
No, you're good. But yes, so Nintendo, this is about their actual mobile games. They're actually almost at $1 billion in mobile revenue, and 68% of the revenue they're getting for their mobile games is actually coming from one game specifically.
When was that?
Would you be able to guess what that game is?
I know it's not Smash.
Oh, it's a mobile game, so it's not going to be Smash. It's
Yeah.
actually not anything for Switch. It's specifically mobile.
Fire Emblem.
That's the one.
Yup.
And it's winning by a landslide. So just to kind of put things in perspective, Fire Emblem Heroes has made over $600 million for Nintendo on mobile. That's their number one moneymaker. Their number two moneymaker is Animal Crossing at $111 million.
Wait,
so that's about 500
wait. Animal Crossing's out?
for mobile. Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Oh, mobile. I'm sorry.
For mobile, yeah. This is specifically mobile. Yeah.
You freaked me out. I thought it was out for Switch.
No, I don't know if it's on for Switch yet, but for mobile, yeah, it's been out for a while, and it is actually the number two selling mobile game at 111 million. So there's a $500 million difference between their number one selling game or money making game and their number two. And you're not going to be surprised, but the games at the very, very bottom, the very, very worst game is Dr. Mario World.
Yes, I know. Because that game is trash. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, it's
no, I understand. You're good. And their number two at the bottom is Mario Kart.
That game's trash too. Trash.
Yeah. Now, Dragalia Lost, which is the other mobile RPG that Nintendo made, they're at 106 million, so they're barely under Animal Crossing. And then Super Mario Run is number 4 at 74 million. So most of Nintendo's games make okay money, but Fire Emblem is actually what skyrocketed them to success as far as in the mobile arena. There's nothing that comes close to it at all.
Animal Crossing is is March 20th next year. Yeah, I'm actually buying Animal Crossing for the Switch. I actually enjoy Animal Crossing a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be better on the Switch. Little known fact, if you are a Switch owner, they're already doing Black Friday deals that are going to be coming out. Overwatch will be $25 or $20 on the Switch. Also, what's that other game you liked? That's that mana game. What's that mana game called again?
Something is it like on mobile or Switch?
Switch. Which?
There's Fire Emblem Heroes. There's
no, it
not Heroes. I'm stupid. I'm not. That's not on Switch. I was thinking Three Houses, not Heroes. But let me see what other games.
Yeah. Legends of Mana.
Oh, that's the one.
Legends of Mana. No, someone said it in chat. Legends of Mana. Legends of Mana. It's actually gonna be $20, so you get the whole series for $20. You also get the whole Contra series. It's gonna be $15. So I just wanted to put that in there while I remember. Right now, there's some games you want to get for the Switch. Get them while they hot, man.
Get them while they're hot.
Get them while they're hot. I'm actually gonna be getting Animal Crossing though, for sure, but it's not out yet for a while.
Okay, not for Switch at least, only for mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's actually the number 2 money making game. And people think, why Animal Crossing? Well, it has a big following.
It's
Believe me, it's a very casual, fun game for people to enjoy.
it's like that Mildew or that Stardew farming game, whatever. Like it's one of that's Stardew Valley. I think it's called Stardew Valley. It's like that game because like a lot of people didn't think that game was gonna do well, but it's like done amazing. Same with Terraria or Taria, whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's like 8-bit pixel game, and it's like Mildew. Hey, Mountain Dew. That's what it is. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of people didn't think that game was gonna do well, and it does yeah, Terraria. Yeah, Terraria. I've never played it, but just because of the hype, I've wanted to play it. So, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely gonna be getting Animal Crossing. In fact, I know a lot of people over at Able Gamers are gonna be getting Animal Crossing, so it'll be fun to do some kind of thing together, for sure.
There you go. On Able Gamers, represent.
Yep, there we go, man. I got some things coming. Hopefully, if everything gets approved, we'll see. Got some big things coming. Big things, man.
Big things.
Big things. Yeah. So that's crazy though. That's crazy.
And one thing I wanted to bring up too about the numbers list, because some people are probably going to think, well, why is only one of their RPGs so much bigger than the other? As far as like Nintendo's mobile sales, there is a reason that Fire Emblem is a lot better than Dragalia Lost. Fire Emblem is a strategy RPG, and on mobile, most mobile games were never strategy RPG. They were just your basic hero collectors or typical mobile RPGs, but not strategy. So Dragalia Lost is your typical RPG, and it's not popular because there's like 100 of those games already out. So unless it does something special, it's not going to be top charts. But Fire Emblem Heroes was something that was different than everything else, and that's why it's still number 1 and up there. So I just kind of want to make sure that I clear up why one RPG is a lot better than the other.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. That's awesome. We have time to talk for like one more topic, and I kind of want to talk about the Stadia. I don't know if this was on your radar. Stadia's launch lineup is awful. Yeah. Apparently, for those that don't know, they're launching soon. And apparently, like, there's only one exclusive game launching, and other than that,
everything else you have to buy.
Everything else is Anthem and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of launch issues, and not even just games, but it also turns out that at launch, only certain people are going to be able to play. This is actually something that it wasn't on my radar, but I did actually watch Inside Gaming do a deep dive on it, and they mentioned how it looks like if you did the Founders Edition, you may not be able to play at launch because it depends on when you ordered it. So whoever ordered it first, you're going to be able to get it launch day, and everybody else will be getting it weeks later, potentially. Supposedly, everyone that started the Founders Edition should be able to start playing within the first 2 weeks of launch, but not everybody who's already prepaid is going to be able to play at launch. So that's kind of bad.
Really. Yeah, that's really, it's horrible. And their excuse was, and I watched the same video, their excuse, Nintendo, Google's excuse is, well, their launch, they've seen it like, they see their launch like a 6-week launch. Like, it's not a right away launch or a 6-month launch. So, not everything is going to be going right away. The only, like, game that's being launched that's exclusive is like Fira or something like that. Some really, like, dumb, in my opinion. Sorry if some people were looking for that, but independent game. And then, like, even the big games that are not independent. Like, there's really no big games that are coming out right now that make you want to buy a Stadia. And it's pretty sad that like something that's so revolutionary supposedly is gonna fall flat straight out of the gate. And if we know the gaming industry like we know the gaming industry, when something falls flat straight out of the gate, it's hard to bring it back to life. And it's like, yeah, Rainbow Six was able to come back to life. Fortnite was able to come back to life. But it was because they did something like out of the wall, like, you know, just out of nowhere. You know,
right?
What could Stadia do to bring it back to life? Because it was already supposed to be the out of the norm, out of the wall, out of nowhere. Like, I just don't understand what they're doing.
There's a lot of issues with launch, a lot of issues. And one of the other criticisms that I've heard is that a lot of the games you're going to be able to play are games that ideally you have already played and beat by now.
Yeah.
Unless you just don't own those particular consoles and haven't been able to play. So it's like it's catering more to the people who don't play console games.
Yeah.
Is what it seems like.
Yeah.
Which is not really that many of them, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know. It's a little weird. What they should have done is, if you had the Founders Edition, get that at launch, you know, so everybody that paid the extra hundreds of dollars could do it. And then, of course, stick to your plan of, because, you know, they did already plan to do the launch for everybody else later. So we already knew that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Founders Edition was supposed to be for early, and then the other edition is supposed to be for everybody else who's doing, like, the regular stuff. That would have been fine. But now you're making the people who paid all this money wait even longer, potentially. That's the part that's not cool. Plus, you're not giving anybody anything new. And the one thing that is new is nothing that no one's really excited about.
Right. And then that's like, remember the main game that they announced? It was Doom. Like, this not even coming out yet. And then now EA is saying that they're probably not even a part of it, of Stadia. So, I mean, not that anybody really cared, because it's only Madden. You know what I mean? But a lot of people that they said that were going to be there are not going to be there now, apparently. So
yeah, it's a little weird right now.
Yeah.
And you would think at the very least, the one game they've been hyping the most, like you were just saying, Doom, would be available at launch, and it's not.
It's not.
Well, I mean, as far as to come with the package, you would think that game they've been hyping this entire time would be boom right there for everyone to play who's done the Founders Edition. Nah.
Play the new Doom in 4K. You know, like, bro, like, what did they mean? Like, hello, McFly. And if the game's not ready yet, then that's when you wait to release the whatchamacallit, the Stadia during the time that Doom is ready, because that's gonna be your big pull. Do you know how many people would have got Stadia for Doom?
A lot.
I know people right now that can't wait to play the new Doom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, Doom should have been, like, you know how, like, any kind of a new console launches, they have that game that comes with it that everybody's going to want to play. Right. You know, like Mario Brothers and Nintendo and all that kind of stuff. Doom should have been that launch title for Stadia. That should have been it. I mean, whether every other game comes out or not would have been irrelevant if they at least had Doom, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Doom would have gave them life. You know what I mean? But, like, well, dude, I'm playing the new Doom. Who cares? You know? And,
like, why are you going to hype a game so much and then not let that be the launch title that comes with it?
Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, the new Xbox that's coming out, the launch title that's coming with it is the new Halo. Duh! Xbox
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, Xbox already said that. Like, duh! Like, you know, like, I don't know, man. And it goes back to what I said, like, I'm just giving this I'm giving this a title, right? So take offense to this, but I feel like Stadia is going to be the poor man's console. You know,
Yeah.
because it's going to be for those that can't afford the PS4s, the Xbox Ones, the Xbox One, whatever, the PS5s. You know, oh, you haven't, you still have an Xbox 360, you can't afford a PS4. Hey, buy Stadia for $125, and now you get to play the games that everybody else is playing.
Well, technically, you don't even have to do that. That's just if you want to really play a suitor.
That's true. You pay $40 and pay a $9 a month fee. You know what I'm saying? And you can play. You know, I feel like, and it sucks because you need a very expensive internet to run it. Well, I won't say expensive internet. I'll say a reliable internet.
Supposedly, what they have is supposed to cover you even if you have crappy internet, but I still don't believe that. I'm a little skeptical on that. I don't know.
You know, and that was the one thing that me and my wife were talking about, because, like, believe it or not, me and my wife talk about gaming while we're eating dinner sometimes, and we were talking about the one thing that YouTube has over all the platforms is stability.
Yeah,
I can watch YouTube on any kind of connection, and it worked. And I was like, that's what my wife was talking about, right? And I was like, you have a good point. And she was like, imagine if Stadia was on that infrastructure as YouTube. I was like,
Google has the power to do that, so that I guess that could be possible.
That's what I said. I was like, I guess that could work, but I was like, it's just a lot. You know what I mean? That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a lot of data. You know. And if you're playing an online game, if they mess it up, boom, that person's dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know,
it's been a lot of questionable things lately. Because remember, we just talked recently about the whole wireless controller not being really wireless now.
Yeah.
Depending on how you're playing it. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Yeah. I remember that. You have to plug it into your phone or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is dumb.
Yep.
Which is really, really dumb.
Yeah. The idea is they wanted you to have the full experience on your TV, and that was where the wireless thing would come into play. But if you want to play mobilely, then you have to plug it in because it takes away from the experience that you were trying to get in the first place. It's basically the way that they tried to.
I would like it the other way around. I would like my when I'm playing on TV for it to be plugged in, and for it to be wireless on the mobile. Nobody wants to be connected to their phone like that.
Right.
Nobody. Who? Tell me one person that wants to plug their freaking controller into their phone. I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Other than the crickets.
other than the crickets. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes no sense because, like I was saying on that episode before, is that's your that's your only connection nowadays. A lot of phones don't come with a headphones jack, so 9 times out of 10, you're using that port for a headphones jack. So it makes no sense. Does the controller give power to the phone to last?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. And that's another thing too, because that's also your charge port.
Yeah, I don't think that it does.
No, I don't think
I might be wrong. Don't fact check me. I might be wrong, but I don't think so.
I strongly doubt that it does, to be honest. I really strongly doubt. Because
I don't think so.
Because then you're gonna just be losing power from your controller, and then your controller's just gonna die, anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
it probably was a bad idea. Yeah, it's just a bad idea in general. Like the more like Stadia's really gotta do something to wow me, man. Because
I feel like I've been on this roller coaster relationship with Stadia. You know, we were first hooking up. You know, we're like, you're really, really cool. I like what you're bringing to the table. And then you find out something about them a month later. You're like, I don't know. But then all of a sudden something new comes. You're like, oh, okay, I like you again. And all of a sudden, you see what's going on here? It's like you're trying to get married, but all of a sudden, right close to the wedding day, you're like, I don't know now. You know?
Yeah, you're finding out all the dirt. And you know what's funny? It's more like a long-distance relationship because you hadn't even met yet.
Yep.
We haven't even met Stadia yet. We don't even know. Funny. And you're like, and it's like, dang, you're like sitting at home. She's like waiting. And like, she's like in another country, waiting to be, come and see you. And then you're finding out you're just chilling. And the more you're just chilling, you finding out more stuff when you do research. You know what I'm saying? You're doing more research on her, and then you're like finding more. You're like, oh.
Hey, we might get catfished on Stadia.
Oh.
Stadia, the gaming catfish.
Stadia, the gaming catfish. There you go. Next YouTube title. Let's go. Being released. Being released alongside with Sonic, the new chick flick.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be so sad. He leaves his hedgehog girlfriend because he has to go to the launch of Stadia.
Yeah. Oh, God. Just to find out Stadia is not even a woman. Oh man. Oh no.
Oh, the drama continues. The plot thickens.
But you had so much promise. You said we were gonna have a strong connection, and you were reliable.
Oh no.
Oh, I could go on for days with this. Oh my Jesus, is so good. But yeah. But then you find out they need to consume a pint of blood every night. Yeah, right? I don't know, man. Alright, I'm glad I didn't buy into the Stadia hype. I really am.
I'd have off and on. Like I said, this was my long distance relationship.
Yeah, I know. You're kind of heartbroken right now. I understand.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, this was gonna, I'm not gonna lie. This was probably gonna be my alternative if I wasn't gonna get a PS5 because you know, I don't know, possibilities of it being stupid expensive, you know, or. I've already decided, though, if I have to trade in both consoles to get it, I am. And I'm just not going to get the other console. I'm just going to stick with the PS5. I don't care what people say about the new Xbox. Unless it, the Xbox is just amazing. Because that's why I kind of want to wait. Because, I've noticed, even though I have all three consoles. I have Switch, PlayStation, Xbox. I play my PlayStation the most. You know, so I don't know. We'll have to see. But
yeah.
I think we need to call it. I'm gonna be late for my.
Oh yeah, you guys got that important meeting, y'all. That important business meeting, so we can try to get esports put back together. The union.
Yes, I'm trying to get the union together right now.
But ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for listening and watching to the OG podcast. We are live Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Central. Be there. And of course, we're going to be talking about your favorite subject, video games, and anything streaming like as well. Of course, don't forget that your boy Handy will be at Able Gamers tomorrow, so show him some love and appreciation. And then, of course, throughout the week, please be sure to visit his channel as he plays your favorite games live, and pray that his Facebook is successful. Yes. And then, of course, your boy OG Krugston will be on YouTube, so check him out with all my latest videos of Shadowverse, and, of course, other demos. Check out Last Claudia, which is the most newest RPG that I've demoed. Really, really wonderful game that everyone should see if you're into mobile RPGs. And until next week, be there next time and take care. Keep gaming, y'all.
Take care. Later, y'all.